All right, my friends, this stream we're gonna go until I hit 1800, I guess.
Yeah, and we're stuck here till you do, right? There's no like, oh, it's taking too long, I gotta go.
Yeah. But well, the thing is, actually, let's just be mellow about it in the sense that we might run into some interesting positions after, right? That we can look at, and we should. Otherwise, it just turns into a blitz fiasco. Here we go.
Without even playing white. Okay, there we go.
There we get some whites. All right, here we go. This one's just a setup. I just got a setup that I play.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. This is actually C6 is a good move. I've seen this. You know, Bar Cobain used to do this sometimes. Go here.
Oh, nice move F3, Jesse. That's defending the E pawn in case of B4.
Is it too fancy? I don't know. Now, do I play weenie with bishop e2 and castle short, or do I...
Is this the weenie repertoire?
Oh, hey, oh!
What?
Or do I play g4 like a madman, or h4 like a madman? Let's do this. Let's go. A little insane.
Yeah.
I don't think B4 was correct.
I think Shanklin would have played A3 there, actually, after queen C7.
I'm okay with this.
Yeah, I'm not saying you shouldn't be. G4 was the aggressive repertoire for sure.
You know what? Here it is. It's going to be hot, my friends. All right, take a moment, Cry. This is actually a hot position. I like it a lot, but it's hot. It is a hot one here. I got knight h5.
Come sooner with this repertoire, right?
I got g5.
Think about the moves.
Knight h5, g5, e5. That's all plausible. Ooh, and my king is hanging out in the center, boss. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go. I don't know, Mr. Proust. Wow. I'm just gonna say I don't know.
Wow, that was an exciting choice, Jesse.
Yeah, it was, boss. Might be toast here. I don't know. We're about to find out.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness is right. Who's winning and why? I don't know. I don't have the answers, boss.
Oh man, your king's like flapping in the wind, dude.
Don't call me a flapper. All right? I don't like it when people call me a flapper. All right. Now, truly there's some flappage here, okay? I'm not going to deny that there's some flapping here.
But you just told me not to mention it.
Don't say anything, boss. Don't say anything. It's not correctamundo. Yeah. This is frightening. What have you done, Cry? This is a little bit too much, boss. A little too much.
Your opponent blew open the center, so you decided to uncastle your king.
This one might be a sneaking up the dojo kind of situation. All right, let's do this and just see what he wants.
Hey, Jesse, I just noticed your opponent had 2 minutes and 58 seconds out of 3 minutes.
This guy's just blazing. He doesn't care. He doesn't care at all. Now I'm anticipating g6. Yep. And now I'm going to do some funky monkey myself here. I'm going to say... I'm going to set a dirty trap. That's just a dirty trap, but I needed to get my queen off this thing. I need to play like c3, king c2. It's a very dangerous position, to put it mildly. What's his best move? I don't know. Probably rook d8.
I've got a pretty good idea what his best move is.
Hey, take it easy, buddy. Take it easy, all right? That wasn't it. Check to the miserable king.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Checkmate.
What a tragedy.
Now, actually, what I want to say, okay? What I want to say about this is this position, if you can watch it for a second, it's very, like it's one of these things that it's clearly, this is not something to complain about for white, but it takes a lot of skill to play this thing. And I think right here was, if I could take it back, I think I would play g4 right now. The knight c1 thing was just ridiculous. I should play g4 and knight g3 and start wailing on him.
Knight C1 was kind of highfalutin, wasn't it?
That was definitely a highfalutin move, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he did the correct thing where after that happened, he's like, well, I'll blow it open, boss. You want me to blow it open, you know? Well, there was 2 Knight C1s in my path there. That was so that was an example of a bad intuition, right? Because Knight C1 is the move of a guy who's just trying to keep it safe. But aggressive repertoire, there's no safe. There's no safety, my friend. It is just pure death for both sides. Kill or be killed. Yeah.
Right.
All right, let's go again. Yeah, what's the deal with the flags, boss? You can just, anybody can get a flag?
Yeah.
Anybody can get a flag on? Okay.
Yeah, any flag they want. Except the Russian one now.
You see that pre-move? See that pre-move action? Welcome to the dojo. He doesn't resign either. He's just like, I'll carry on. Screw it. I enjoy chess. Let's play on. You want a castle, boss? Oh! I don't even, it's embarrassment of riches at this point, Mr. Bruce.
Yeah.
What am I'll take the
I'm
pawn.
aware.
I'm not proud. Dude.
I'm aware that black's light squares are weakened by the fact that they let you capture their light squared bishop.
And that beautiful pawn on b7. Don't forget him.
Yep.
All right. I don't know.
Honestly, black's light squares would be bad if they played bishop takes f3, but here it's really bad.
Oh, boss, check to the miserable king. Oh, boss. It's too bad that my king is in the way.
No words.
Because then I can play rook
Just move the
h1.
king, Jesse. Don't take his rook or his knight. Just move the king.
Are you setting a bad example for the children? Is that what you're doing? All right, let's
Look,
go.
this guy pre-moved. The game was over on move 4. He still has more than 3 minutes.
Now, let me just say, this is obviously David being a bad influence on me, okay? He's thinking about it now, too. The problem is f5 is kind of his only move, and then I'm going to take his knight. he's like, screw it, man.
He's like, I realize my knight is hanging, so.
What are you going to do, boss?
There's nothing to do.
Unfortunately, that was check. I'm just waiting to unleash that rook h8. I guarantee you, Mr. Bruce, when I launched that rook h8, oh, he didn't let me do it, man.
Yeah.
Do you think that's fair, by the way? Do you think that's a fair thing when they don't let you do it? I don't think it's fair.
You know what Cartier would play here, Jesse?
What would he do, boss? He would go
Not
g6.
that.
But
Yeah.
g6, he could interpose the bishop with bishop h4. That was the
I know,
issue.
but you're still winning.
Well, yes, of course I'm still winning, boss. All right, let's just take this thing. And
Oh, this game's just an agony. I mean, pre-moving is just, it's not even chess. They should remove pre-moving from chess.com, actually.
now don't give me a check, boss, because then I'm gonna have to interpose with the queen. It'll be really boring. Just let me play rook h8.
So boring.
Just let me play rook h8,
So
boss.
boring.
Please
That's
let
what
me
hasn't
play
gone with
rook
every
h8.
game played
rook
so far
h8.
in this speed run.
What's that?
Boring. Every game's been boring today, Jesse.
You and your
Dying.
complaints, dude. Just
Dying.
complaining
You haven't
all the
made it
time.
A single player. Half the games, your opponents just like sat there and timed out, and forfeited. It just then when you say welcome to the dojo, it doesn't have that much impact because like the dude wasn't even there. He was disconnected. That's why he lost.
Dude, you're just a bag full of hate, man. Just a bag of hate today. I don't understand. All right, now how do I get my queen over there to make
I was
the
promised checkmates, Jesse. I was promised checkmates.
All right, way to do that move. All right, now it's time to start mating this fool. Let's go in. Bang.
Bang.
It's time to mate. Oh, that was a good move. Dang it. He found a good move. Now I'm going to open up my e-file. Well, that's okay. It's okay to open the e-file. Unfortunately, I don't really have a threat except to take his rook. Check to the miserable king. Check to the miserable rook. Now, as you guys know, Mr. Proust doesn't need to do the maiden twos because he's a genius. However, I have worked hard on them, and I'm seeing some maiden twos happening right here. This was called the maiden two, Proust. Check it out. It's a pattern. Check. Oh, he resigned. Welcome to the dojo.
He didn't resign. That's maiden 1, Jesse.
That guy was never going to resign, man. He was never going to resign. Oh, Croatia. Here we go.
What was your intended maiden 2?
I'm telling you, man, I'm not a genius like you, boss. I don't
What
always
legal
see 'em.
move did you have in mind for black there?
I don't always see it, boss. All right, I don't always see it. All right, here we go. Bishop b5.
Now we've got the aggressive repertoire.
Yeah, and oh, there we go. That's
Oh God, the tempo fiend gets it again.
Now here's actually a moment. The system move is d3, but d4 is definitely not a bad thought here. Ooh, all right, let's go system. Let's go system. We'll ask Bruce later if he thought that was okay or not.
It was hard to choose. Ever since the guy played a6, you've got an embarrassment of tempi.
Well, f5's a system move, boss. f5's coming. f5's a coming. Check to the miserable knight. I told him f5 was coming. Let's see, is there something wrong with this? Let's go.
No, this I like, Jesse. Now we're finally seeing some real moves that are useful for people in the aggressive repertoire. So let's summarize what Jesse's done so far. He put his bishop on b5 and then laid a d3 e4 pawn structure that was going to cover the light squares when he traded off that bishop. Then he played f4, f5 to unleash the bishop on c1 and the rook on f1. With those, he can really hurt the opponent.
All right, here it comes. This is still pretty spicy here, my friends. Still a little spice in the fries. I think he's toast. But still, it's what I want to stress about the aggressive repertoire. Even when you get a beautiful position like this, it's so tense that it's possible to blow it. It's definitely possible to just collapse.
Yeah.
It's hard to imagine what dude's supposed to do here, though.
It's a bit tough. Knight g5 was a really nice find.
I thought maybe castle's there for.
I had been looking at pawn takes g6, bishop takes g4, g takes f7. Your move was better.
Here's an interesting question. Am I threatening FG? Obviously, I'm threatening the queen. I get it. Okay. All right. Now, check to the miserable king is definitely a thought.
Oh.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Bishop h6 is a very simple and nice move with rook a e1 coming. Are you burping on me, boss?
Yep. I love this game. This is the first game I'm really enjoying.
All right, I like that move right there.
Yes. Take some squares. Give no squares.
That poor knight, the poor king. Yeah, most of these games, Mr. Bruce, they oh, this queen c4 looks evil. Let's just see. Let's just double check. No, this looks evil. Whack! Check to the miserable king.
Now you can say welcome to the dojo, Jesse. This one counts.
This one counts, boss. Oh yeah, and they end in under 20 moves. If they feel like it's interesting. Also over the board, it feels like full attention and stuff, but then it's over fast. So you get to go. You actually finish the game kind of early. Yeah. This dude is hating it. This is a mating pattern. Now, I had to work hard on my mating patterns, but Mr. Bruce here, he's seen them all. He's a master. He doesn't have to do it, you know.
I also worked on them. It's just I've already done it.
Oh, it's a yard sale. Check to the miserable king. Just a little closer. Just a little closer. Oh, I've been waiting for that, my friend. The big rook. Everybody's involved now. Give me your queen. Yes. Welcome to the dojo. All right.
Nice. Very nice, Jesse. That game was instructive.
Now, Braden's been putting like all the games up, but I think we just like, yeah, if they do some weird opening, forget about it, you know? Okay, here we go.
Yeah, Braden, if you're watching, that's the only game that you should put in so far from today.
So far, yeah. There'll be more.
Ooh, finally. I have no idea how to play against the Aliakin. I'm looking forward to this.
Okay. All right, we go pop.
Okay.
We go pop.
Okay.
And now we have a choice between d5 and castles. Both look pretty good. Let's go castles. Again,
If
d5
you had gone
and castles.
d5, would black trade on f3, do you think?
Maybe, yeah.
In order to move the knight to e5, sort of.
Here I got a variety of moves here, boss. Let's go knight c3. I might regret that a little bit, actually. Let's go b3. I'm regretting this. So at some point, black needs to play d5. That wasn't it.
Black needs to play d5?
Yeah.
And then you play c5, right?
Yeah.
And then you need the pawn on b3 for that.
I just want to end this. There he goes. He knows what he's doing.
Okay.
We got a dude from Georgia here.
He was ready to whack whenever he pushed.
He's got a basic problem called my knight on b6 is terrible.
Yeah.
So f4 is kind of on the agenda. If knight bd7, I think, well, it's not winning a piece, but it's just like some sadness. Let's put it that way. We're going to put our bishop over here. Knight c5 will come, bishop c2, with a little spatial stuff. Queen f3 probably next. Yeah, 2 bishops, space. He could play maybe for b5, might be a thought for him. I don't think it changed. Oh, good move. I had the intention of just moving here, boss. Because I'm a simple man with simple needs.
Yeah.
There we go. Now, here's the thing. Knight e4 is reasonable. Knight e2 would be the claim that I just don't ever want him to ever trade his knight, which isn't not a dumb thought. Yeah, no trades for you, boss. No trades. Let's bring our my knight around. Maybe knight h5, but also we're just controlling nice central squares.
Yeah.
Queen g4 isn't too dumb. As long as he can't do anything, that's all I care about. Yeah, light square control, right? Really a bummer for this dude. And at some point, maybe knight h5 followed by f5. Rook be1 isn't done. Maybe he could go for counterplay with a4. I think he would end up losing a pawn.
His general intention, but
yeah, he has a pawn problem. He has a pawn problem.
Yeah.
So this one, it's not ending in mate or anything. It's just a nice position. I'm threatening f5.
It could. I mean, you've got a position from which one can attack.
Oh yeah, and knight h5 is a hell of a drug here, as well as Okay, so let's think. f5 is also a hell of a drug. Where's your knight gonna go, bows? f5 maybe queen h4. It looks really suspicious and weird, but maybe queen h4. All right, I don't know. It just feels too good. I gotta go now. Queen h4 is his only move. Rook f4, I think, wins on the spot. There, that's a nice one. Bows, that's a bishop. Bows, that's a bishop. Welcome to the dojo. That's it. Goodbye. Auf Wiedersehen. Now, some part of his tactical recognition might have thought there was a knight f3 check at the end of it, but there wasn't. Now, I'll tell you, two bishops.
That rook f4 was a sweet move. You should put that on the board at some point.
Okay.
Everybody. That was nice.
Knight h5 has got to be a winner. That's got to be a winner, right, Mr. Proofs? Look at that thing. Lights out, baby. Yard sale. Ow! Nice. So, all right. I'll explain it. I'll show you a couple of cool things. Actually, you know what's a bummer with this is if I go and do a variation here, it won't let me save the game. So I gotta just show you some things. So here's a fun variation, Mr. Proust. Actually, right here. The key variation from a theoretical point of view was like DE. So just imagine it with arrows so we don't lose the game.
Everybody plays bishop g4 against me.
DE knight e5, knight d7. Now, back in the day, people understood that knight f7 was at least a draw. Okay, with king f7, queen h5, king e6, queen g4. However, then the computers for a long time thought it was a draw, and then the computers went deeper, and they were like, black's just lost.
Of course.
So you sack the piece, and the king's out there, and you just play for c4 and uncomfortableness for dude, and it's a bad, bad scene.
Yeah.
So anyways, that's an interesting...
Nobody plays into that as black. Nobody.
Oh, back in the day, that was the main line. So, and then this bishop g4. This is a nice simple system because if DE, we just play knight e5, and he develops our queen to e2. And then if knight c6, the problem, and maybe I misplayed this, but the problem is first I whack him, so the knight becomes poor. I snip, he has a choice. CD is kind of the more dynamic way of doing it, but this allows you to develop faster. And I think I was reluctant to play d5, but I think that's the way to go.
Really?
I end up doing it anyway, you know.
So tell me, d5, whack, whack, knight e5, what's going on? Bishop back to e2.
And you know, the other move that isn't dumb is maybe, no, I was going to say knight bd2, but if I play, anytime he gets the option, if I do something weird like knight bd2, he should play d5. So so go d5, snip on f3, knight e5, bishop e2, and then the problem is, like in the game, first of all, he can't take on a4 because of the dirty queen a4 thing at the end.
Yep.
And then, like in the game, then I'm going to push him with f4 sooner rather than later. Yeah, so that's what I should have done. And you wanted to talk about that nasty rook f4. Let's go check it out. Boom. And so this was my only thing I was worried about. And then rook f4 was a power shot. Nice.
Yeah, that was glorious.
Yeah, that was a nice one. Okay, let's go again, bows. 1764. This one's going pretty fast.
Really
Boom.
fast.
Here we go. Don't play d4 like a jerk face. Here we go. Aggressive repertoire. F4, baby. Knight f3, baby. Bishop b5, baby. Bishop c4, also playable. Kasilovich. Snip. a6, pretty much a mistake. We had an earlier game with e6. All right, system move. System move. Whoa. All right, let's go. Welcome to the dojo. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Welcome to the dojo. It is not so easy to play here. What? Kaminsky. FG seems like a threat. Now, maybe FG works here, but you know what, boss? The knight also has purpose on e2. In fact, more purpose than on c3. Now he's coming to f4 to talk to you. I think you got to play GF, boss. I think you got to try it. There you go. Now I'm just going to take it back with the rook. Well, you know, I could also play knight g3. Holy moly. Knight g3 isn't so pleasant for a peasant, I'll tell you that. It's maybe, I don't know. I'm scratching myself now. Just take with the rook, boss. Okay? You just take with the rook, please. Now, Mama said, line up your business. That's one of the key things that she said. Line up your business. Oh, wait, that was a terrible move. That was despicable. I'm allowing knight g4. Oh, buddy. Buddy. All right, let's go here. I'm still doing great, but that was not what the dojo, that was not dojo recommended material. Okay? All right, let's bring it around. It looks bad for the dude. Looks bad. Well, there's only one move here, my friends. Whack! Without hesitation. Whack! You better find something magical now, bows. That wasn't it. This is stages of grief he's going through right here. Did we make it? Oh, one more point, my friends. One more point.